What's going on, everyone? I'm the OPJellicent, and we're back here on Pokemon Showdown today. Got a really nice Choice Band Buzzwole set right here with just Dual Stab, Poison Jab to hit Clefable, and Earthquake just to ease the prediction game. Pretty much, while Superpower can hit Heatran, they might try to pivot out into Toxapex, so Earthquake is definitely the better option right there, and really excited to try the set out right now. Hopefully we can break some walls. Also has a really nice defense stat, so it can definitely pivot in on some Pokemon, such as like non-supersonic Skystrike, the Landorus-T, can definitely be countered by this Pokemon right here, but the rest of the team is just Mega Latios with Recover and 3 attacks. I'm using some Megas that I don't usually use a lot, so I've been really liking Mega Deontay, but we're going to try out Mega Latios today. Really excited to see if I can get it to do some work, but yeah, then we have nice Volt Turn right here, Rocky Helmet, defensive Lando with Stealth Rocks, and then defensive leftovers Rotom-Wash, which is our Defogger, so that can definitely help out, and then Tapu Lele plus Gran, pretty much just 2 late game cleaners. You might find it interesting that I'm having Water Shuriken and Gran on team with Tapu Lele. I honestly don't think it'll be that too big of an issue, just because if we do recognize our win condition, if it's Tapu Lele, we can definitely just use a Gran as a wall breaker too. And if it is Gran, we just have to make sure that we don't switch in Tapu Lele before going for game with Greninja right here. So that will be the team. It'll be down below in the description in case you do want to try it out alongside me, of course. And yeah, I'll be right back with our first game. We'll go to our first game right here. Hopefully we can do some work right now. But Choice Banded Buzzwole definitely has a great matchup. We just have to predict a little bit around something like Lando and Blacephalon. We can't really click Superpower at all. I'm going to go ahead and lead off here with, I think he'll lead with the Aurora Velmon, just because it gets up Aurora Vel on pretty much everything. So I'll go ahead and lead off here with my Latios. He leads off with Greninja. We know that it's Protean based on the fact that it's female, so I think he'll go ahead and U-turn out. And for that reason, I'm just going to go ahead and click Psychic right here. Traditional Protean Greninja does not carry Dark Pulse, so that's definitely my best play, the way I see it, because he should either U-turn or he should start to get up hazards, and either way Psychic can catch that, so that's looking pretty good. And he doesn't have good Psychic switch-ins at all. Zygarde will go down to Ice Beam following that. He just gets up Spikes, yeah. So we're able to go right here for the Psychic and bring him pretty low. I'm assuming we'll see a U-turn now, but how is your Defog on this set actually? I'll go ahead and just Psychic again. Goes right for Ice Beam, which will do a good amount. Actually, does a very good amount, but we're able to get rid of Greninja and have him only get up 1 Spike. So we can Defog on stuff like Lando and Blacephalon with our Rotom-Wash, so that's looking fine. Scarf Blacephalon is looking like a giant problem though. That's definitely something I need to consider. This has to have Dragon Pulse to knock me out, so I think I just go Buzzwole and take on whatever he wants to click. He has to have Dragon Pulse. He goes for Leaf Storm. I don't think that would have killed me, but that actually is Twit KOing this. Wait, for real? Alright, what do I sack? I can't sack this because I need it for Zygarde. I can't sack Gran. Do I see Tapu Lele winning? Actually, I do see Tapu Lele winning. Alright, so that's not what I wanted, but it's alright. I'll go ahead and surprise you with Leaf Storm. It has to be Specs. So I'll go ahead and honestly, I'll just sack this off. We'll forego the Buzzwole for the first game right now and hopefully get it to do some work later on. Alright, I'll go out here into my Greninja now and weaken this. Well, I do need Greninja around for Scarf Blacephalon. I think we can beat it with Rotom, so I'll go ahead and Dark Pulse right here. I don't need the flinch, I just need him weakened for Scarf Tapu Lele, and if it's not Scarf Blacephalon, we're actually in a really great spot right now. So we get up Psychic Surge. I can just click Scarf Psychic right now. I really think that Spec's superior, so it can't be Scarf, yeah. We're able to Psychic right there and knock that out. Blacephalon's gonna come out now. I actually think Lando lives a +1 Shadow Ball too. But let's see what he brings in first before we get ahead of ourselves. Goes out into Landorus-Therian form, which I can just Psychic right here. What is he gonna do to me? Earthquake? That does a very good amount of damage. He goes for Earthquake and doesn't knock me out. So now we can just Psychic and get this kill. Very interesting play right there. I guess maybe he's not Scarf Blacephalon. And maybe he's Scarf Lando and expected to outspeed right there. But that's definitely not Earthplate. Earthplate would have blown me back. So it should be... He goes Ninetales now. I'll just stay in here and Psychic too. Yeah, it's not Scarf Blacephalon, I don't think, so we might be good to go anyway. That does a very good amount of damage. He goes for Icy Wind to knock me out. I gotta keep Landorus at full anyway. I'm gonna go right here into my Latios and scout for Scarf Blacephalon because I just Psychic every time and knock this out. We don't get the Psychic Terrain boost because we're levitating, but either way, that's fine. We'll knock this out. He'll go... If he's not Scarf Blacephalon, I'm pretty sure we just win right here because he can Extreme Speed me with Zygarde, sure, but then I go... Goes Blacephalon. Is it Scarf? I guess we find out. It's not Scarf. We're able to knock that thing out. Okay, cool. We definitely... We're in a bad spot with that Superior right there. I definitely expected Buzzwole to be able to take it on better, but Luckily, we were able to come through right there. So he's going to go out into his Zygarde right here. He has to E-Speed. I'll just Ice Beam if he doesn't E-Speed. There's the Extreme Speed, which is fine. This is not over yet. I gotta go Landorus right here and get off the Intimidate and just spam HB Ice. But I'm hoping it's Band Zygarde. It's not Band Zygarde, okay. It wouldn't be Zan Zygarde on Veil, so that's gonna put him in range of the next HB Ice, and he's gonna go ahead and forfeit right there. So we pick up the win. Definitely a very sketchy win, because Scarf Blacephalon could have easily beaten me, but definitely worked out, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, got another game right here. I'm gonna try to not switch in Buzzwole hard. This guy has the Zapdos. Yeah, I'm changing this to Ice Punch. I really can't deal with this Earthquake. Despite the fact that I really want to try to not get walled by packs, Ice Punch is definitely the better option, because we're walled by both Zapdos and Lando, so Ice Punch we're gonna go with now. Latios can definitely do Latios breaks through his team. Actually, if we can just weaken Gran a bit. I think Scarf Tapu Lele is not a bad lead, but it just invites Entrant to get up rocks. I'll lead Latios. He's going to lead off with his Zapdos, which is kind of annoying, but I'll just go ahead and Ice Beam right here. Goes hard out into Jirachi, that's fine. Freeze potential, probably not. Yeah, he's able to live that. And there's no point in me staying in. He's clearly a defensive variant, so Earthquake's probably not 2-hit KOing. I'll go out into my Landorus-Therian right here. As he goes right for the rocks, that's fine. I'll trade. I don't mind him U-turning into Zapdos or Venusaur. Landorus actually does very little this match, so I don't mind doing this, and I'll just stay in and U-turn, because I don't mind taking damage on this, as I said. Landorus' health is not important. Could be useful for Zygarde, I guess, but I'll go out into my Latios now. And I'll go ahead and Earthquake this time, because we do catch the Jirachi upon switch in, and this will do a good amount. Yeah, it's able to 2-hit KO that, which is good for me. And I just Earthquake again. And that's really going to help me out. The one thing that's standing in between this winning is the Greninja now. But my play here is always Earthquake, because even if he goes back to Zapdos, I'll just attack it. And it does more damage to Greninja, and he can't really pivot out into anything else, so he definitely should just stay in here and sack Jirachi. Maybe he doesn't know that Earthquake is standard on Mega Latios now, that's why he's been switching this in. But it's definitely going to work for us. It also catches AV Magearna too, which definitely helps out my Tapu Lele. And now if we can weaken Tran, he's very weak to Scarf Psychic spam and Scarf Moonblast spam. We will have to predict though, because he has Venusaur to take the other thing, and he has a Greninja. So we get rid of Jirachi right there, as out comes his Greninja. This one's a problem. I'm just going to go hard out into my own, I think, to prevent the Battle Bond. He's going to Dark Pulse, so I'm not going Buzzwole though. I'm going Buzzwole. He's going to Dark Pulse. 44 onto Buzzwole. Buzzwole has terrible Spidef. Alright. I'll just... We're max speed. I'm going to try to go off a speed tie right here. Unfortunately, he wins it and gets his Battle Bond. Yeah, that's terrible. Alright, I got to go out into this and start making some predictions. So, the first one right here is going to be a Focus Blast. I guess it's not a prediction because it hits this too, but I'll just Focus Blast here on the Heatran, and then maybe I can sweep its Scarf Moonblast. But this Greninja is going to be the end of me. I gotta preserve my Psychic Terrain just to not get swept by Shuriken now. Dang, man. This Ash Greninja is going to be a problem. So we do get this prediction correct. Hopefully we hit. Fortunately, we don't hit. Arg. Okay, I'll check off Lando. And then go Lati. Latios had a great matchup too. Okay, it's not done yet. I'm pretty sure I can take a hit with my Rotom, but it's definitely just going to be a lot harder for no reason. He's going to switch out. He should, even though he's seen it, he doesn't know what speed investment I have. Unless he's Fast Tran, he shouldn't stay in. He hasn't seen my item earlier. Actually, he might have. Did he U-turn out with Jirachi on the Rocky Helmet? I feel like he did do that earlier. Jirachi used U-turn. Hurt by Rocky Helmet, yeah. So I'm going to U-turn right here. Just on the off chance he switches, but he should... I guess I'll Earthquake because if he stays in, he has a choke. That's fine, because I go down the next turn anyway, so... Now I get to go out into my Latios at least, but every time Gren comes in, it's going to get a kill, and that's going to be really bad for me. Yeah, I got a Psychic right here, and I got an Ice Beam right here. Do a ton of damage. Doesn't paralyze me, good. That's step 1 to not losing, so we get rid of Zapdos. We might actually be able to bring this back, because Gren is going to come out. I gotta sack off my Buzzwole again. Alright, not switching in Buzzwole hard anymore. Okay, Rotom should eat one Dark Pulse. He doesn't know what set I am to, so I can just Volt out. Hard Zygarde. We take a bit of damage, but I just Wisp this. And honestly, I need to try to win with Tapu Lele. Arrows again, I just go Latios. I think he has it, unfortunately, but we'll try. I'll go right here for the Ice Beam just to knock this out. Now the thing is going to come back the Gran, yeah. And there's not a move I can lock myself into to win. And we definitely go down to... All I can hope is that we live, but we're not going to. And that is going to be the game right there. So he's able to pick up the win right there. Unfortunate that Ice Greninja just came through. If we won the speed tie, maybe we would have had a chance, but you can't really complain about speed ties. It's just a 50-50, but it is what it is. He's able to pick up the win, and I'll be right back with another game. Alright, we got another game right here. Currently 1-1, but Buzzwole hasn't done a ton. I do want to get it in on something like Tangrowth, and maybe we can try to catch the Lando with Ice Punch, but hopefully it's Spidef Scarm too. Lottie can lead right here. He leads off with Keldeo. That's a very favorable lead for me. I'm gonna hard Earthquake. He goes hard Scarm. Do I really mind this? I can just Ice Beam and scout what type of Scarm he is. I tried to catch Heatran coming in right away, but I guess that was not really a good play because I could have just Earthquaked immediately after anyway. So I should have Ice Beamed right there or Psychic. Misplay, but it's alright. We'll scout a set right now. Unless he's like Toxic Scarm, it won't be a big issue. And then I can just switch out. The thing is, if he gets up Hazards and then Whirlwinds after, I'm gonna go hard Rotom first. Just because if he gets up his Hazards, I do want to trade with him. Alternatively, I can go hard Lando and just get up Rocks. He doesn't appreciate Rocks at all. They'll definitely help me chip down his team. He actually disconnected and I did not notice. So we get in Lando right here. As he's gonna go right for the Spike. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I'm just gonna get up my Rocks now. I don't mind taking Spikes. Goes right for that again. Now I can U-turn out of here. And honestly, I'm just gonna bring in my... I can bring in Gran or Latios. I don't know what type of set this is though. I'm gonna go Gran first, I think. And I really want to... He Whirlwind me out into Rotom, which is honestly alright. Rotom's not appearing, but I can go ahead and Will-O-Wisp right here. I think he'll go Latios, but he actually goes Tangrowth, which is honestly alright. We get to Will-O-Wisp and weaken that thing a bit. I think I'll Defog, and these spikes are going to be pretty overwhelming. But at the same time, I could just Volt Switch to Lando right here. Maybe it'll actually appear. Yeah, Lando's going to appear. Let's see what he does. Knocks off my helmet, that's fine. And now he's super weak, so now what I can do is just U-turn out. As he has to go Scarm or Lando right here. I think he'll go Scarm, just because that has a reliable recovery, unlike the Lando, but he can definitely go Lando too. My team kind of hates the spikes because these three are weak to it, but we have two Levitators and a Flying type over here, so that's definitely going to help us out. And the Rocks hit everything on his team, so that's really going to be big. Let's see what he clicks though. He's really debating, does he just stay in right here? I wouldn't agree if you stay in and double knock. And actually, even if he does that, I just go Lottie, take the knock, and recover it off, so... The only thing that would be bad right here is like a random Sleep Powder, but we know it's AV Tangrowth, so it can't run that. Alright, he switches out into Keldeo, which is totally fine with me. This will allow me to bring in my Latios now. And I'm clicking Psychic this time, just because I want to scout what type of Scarm this is, because if I can 2-hit KO with Ice Beam, there's no point in doing anything else right here, because Latios is definitely my win condition. All I need is a bit of damage on his Latios. He's Mega Latios too, it looks like. Curious as to whether he has Dragon coverage though, so he does go Skarmory. Hopefully this does a good amount. Yeah, I think that means, especially with the Spidef drop, that's really going to help us out. I think Ice Beam would have been able to do it anyway, but we're able to Ice Beam right there. Actually, he would have been able to stall me out, but now he won't be able to. He's going to go ahead and forfeit just off the Spidef drop. I don't get that. You still had a really good shot at that, but I guess after Skarm got weakened, the thing is I spammed Ice Beam until Buzzwole came in and then just killed the command with Superpower every time, so... I don't know what would have happened. We also had Ice Punch, but there's too many theory mining into him forfeiting that early to actually know the result. But yeah, I'll go ahead and be right back with another game. Alright, we got another game right here, and honestly, you know what? I'm leading Buzzwole this time. He's going to lead Lando. I'm going to try to catch this with a nice Ice Punch right now. I don't care if he U-turns out into Skarm. I just want to try to do some damage to this, because even if he goes Skarm, I just go Rotom. He goes Clefable, which is going to be able to take this attack very well because of our attack drop. No phrase, unfortunately. I don't mind taking damage on Lando. He has his own Lando and Skarm, so it's not going to do anything. And if he gets up Rocks, I want to do the same. Just throws off a Moonblast. It actually does a sizable chunk of damage, but Now I can U-turn out on the Skarmory coming in, and this will allow me to go ahead and bring in my... really anything I want. I think Gren's the play. And I can just go ahead and hit Surf as he switches into Muck, and that actually takes a decent amount, but unfortunately I have to switch out into Lando. He's going to Pursuit, ideally no Poison. Okay, good. And you know what, we're going to repeat this a few times. I'm going to U-turn out again. This time on Breloom, okay. Buzzwole can come out now, and I need to make a prediction. I'm going to Poison Jab on Clef coming in. Goes Landorus, okay, he got me there. We get the Poison though, so Buzzwole came through. Let's go ahead and go out here into our Landorus T. It goes for U-turn, so we're wearing down this Mon, which is really good for me. Goes Latios. The Mon that I don't have a good switch-ins to. Honestly, I'm going Tapu Lele hard. Doubles to Muck, a very nice play on his part. Now I just stay in here and... no, I switch out every time. Goes for Pursuit, gets a crit, which is really terrible. But I can just U-turn out again. That crit early is going to suck. Because now if he gets a rocks at any point with Clef or Spikes, I can only switch in once. Okay, at least we get to have this going for us. I can just go out here into my... Buzzwole, I think. He's going to soft build though and scout my move. Yeah, I would have loved to have Tapu Lele healthier. I'm going to go Tapu Lele now. And just start throwing off Psychics. That's not taking that. Now I'm Psychicking again. Because if this is a roll and I get it in my favor right now, we're going to be in a really strong position. Doubles to Lottie, so it gives me damage on that too instead of going Muck. Which I don't agree with, but... now he's going to recover, I think. What would he knock me out? I'm going to go hard into my own Latios. I'm going to make an offensive play right here. Okay, yeah, he's going to Earthquake right there. And now what I can do is just go ahead and Mega Evolve and throw off an Ice Beam. And he doesn't have good switch-ins. I can also Psychic, predicting Clef. Alright, I can Earthquake right here. I'll just spam Psychic, right? Scout how much damage we're doing. Honestly, this is max special attack Psychic for Mega Latios. This should be doing a decent amount. Yeah, 50%. And eventually I'll get the Spit F drop. And he can't soft build stall me forever, because I do have a 10% chance of getting this drop right eventually, so that's looking fine. Calm Mind. Okay, that's a little bit more of a problem. He's gonna soft build here. I'll go Buzzwole and just Poison Jab him. It'll do a good amount of damage. I mean, I know he's defensive Clef, but I just spam it until he's forced. He's gonna go Lando now. So we forced that thing out, which is cool. And now I'm just gonna go ahead and sack off my... I could just go out into my own Lando, to be honest. Calm Mind Clef is gonna be a problem. That thing might win. We went so many Psychics without getting a Spit F drop too. Alright, I'll sack off Tapu Lele to that Ice Beam. And now I think I'll just bring out my own Latios again. I don't see a problem with this play, because I know we live an Ice Beam from the range we're at, and I don't think he lives it, so I'm going to go right here for the Ice Beam. Sacks off Landorus T, good play. Clef comes out. I gotta switch hard out here. I'm just going to Psychic, because eventually I know it'll get to that point where he's going to Calm Mind, and now he's forced to soft boiled, so I'm going to go ahead and switch out here into Buzzwole. If he makes the early Moonblast play, he pretty much wins. But he's not going to, and now I can just Poison Jab. Do a sizable chunk of damage to that thing as he Moonblasts to knock me out. I need to go out into a Mon that can knock him out. I think that Gran can do this. Quite possibly. I'll just Surf right here, maybe. Ah, so close. Okay, I need to crit. Was that a roll? I'm going to calc that after this. Against standard defensive Clef. Alright, we have lots of opportunities to crit though. Alright, I need Lottie to crit now. Because if Lottie crits this, it's pretty much a game over. If we got the Spit F drop earlier, that would have been huge. It looks like we'll be able to knock this thing out though, because he gave it to me, so maybe it's not over. Like, Rotom actually has a decent shot. The problem is we're in Mach Punch range with this. Go Skarm. It just dies. Okay, good. Did he not Mach Punch Breloom? Latios? Ah, he went to the Speed Tie. Had we won that Speed Tie, we probably won. Alright, I'll Will-O-Wisp right here. You should switch out. Yeah. And yeah, it came down to the speed tie right there, I think, because had we won that speed tie and knocked him out, we would have Earthquaked this, Psychic that, and even if it did have Mach Punch, we would have been able to use Lando plus Rotom to win, but he was able to pick up the win right there. Buzzwole definitely stopped the Calm Mind Clefable sweep though, so that was pretty cool. And yeah, I'll be right back with another game. Alright, got another game right here. This guy is just running webs with a ton of threats on his team. Very weak to my Scarf Lele's Moonblast, but I'm going to lead off here with my Latios. He actually doesn't lead off with Galvantula, which was the lead that I was expecting, but now I can just go ahead and switch out here into... If he's Scarf, then that's going to be a problem. I'm just going to switch out here into my... Do I see any usefulness for Rotom? It's going to be a Mold Breaker Drill. It dies to Cart, it dies to Bisharp. Yeah, I'm going Rotom right here. It has it literally... It pretty much does nothing. And that looks like it's Scarf, in fact. Let me just calc that, because that is max HP Rotom, but I think that's Scarf. Rotom Wash. OU Defensive. That's not the correct set. Rotom Dash Wash, okay. Defensive against Lele. Specs Moonblast would have done a lot more, so does Scarf. Now I can just go out here into my own Tapu Lele and just kind of do the same thing, just click Moonblast. Honestly, this match might come down to just win speed ties right here. I think it comes down to this speed tie. He's not going to risk it though, he's going to go Drill. Alright, I'm going to go Lando. Lando can probably TK hit from his Tapu Lele too. Goes ahead and gets up rocks. I'll go ahead and do the same then. Because we break the Galvantula's Sash. And now what I can do is just... Let's click rocks again. Until he dies due to damage. Because he's going to be doing very little damage to me. The problem is I need to get rid of webs and my defogger is gone. Alright, I'll go for the rocks here. I think he'll spin. Honestly, you know what? I can't prevent the Galvantula. I need to prevent the webs somehow, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Because he's going to die to helmet damage, and it's not going to make a difference. The problem is Galvantula comes out. He's not going to go Galvantula, though. Alright, I need a bit of damage on this. I'm willing to take it on this, because this gives Bisharp Defiant anyway. He's going to Ice Punch to knock me out. While that does make me a lot weaker to Scarf Cortana, Buzzwole can definitely take that on. And this gives me a really good position with my Latios right now. So I'm going to go ahead and Psychic. Should be able to knock it out. Oh, come on. That's terrible. The only bright side is Gren gets his Battle Bond no matter what, because he gave me damage on that mon. So I guess we have that going for us. We got our Battle Bond right there. Tapu Lele is about to come out. And do the thing. Alright, I gotta sec this. I can't sec Buzzwole because it loses to the other thing. So I'll just go right here for the Moonblast. And it might come down to the speed tie. He's gonna sack off Galvantula. Okay, good. Cart has to come out. It might be Scarf Cart, actually, because... I'm going Buzzwole every time. If he doubles right here, then he got me. Focus Energy into... Z Tailwind? I have no idea what's happening. Okay, let's go ahead and... Leech Life right here. Clicks Knock. Either way, this is going to be a great game. Even if we lose, because it's going to come down to the Lele speed tie, I think. Assuming I can knock that mon out. Goes right for that. Because he can't Sucker Punch me with Bisharp. Alright, so we got our Beast Boost. He's forced to Tapu Lele right here. And I think it comes down to the speed tie, assuming we knock out Bisharp. He clicks Moonblast every time. Alright, can we win the speed tie right here, first of all? What's stronger? This goes to 120, this is stronger, right? Focus Blast doesn't do 23. Tapu Lele. Scarf against Scarf Lele. I already have it in. Yeah, if he was a little bit weaker, Focus Blast could do it. So we win the speed tie. Does Bisharp go down to this? Nah, Bisharp's gonna be able to live it. No. Yeah, Bisharp takes this hit, and he's gonna barely live, and that's going to be the game. So very good game to that guy. Bisharp was on 7%. It's actually going to be a 0-0 match right there. Had a ton of fun with that one. Fortunate that we couldn't clutch it out, but I'll be right back with another game. Alright, we got another game right here. And thankfully we're not fighting an Ash Grand team. We're fighting another Webs Hyper Offense squad though. I'm gonna go ahead and lead off here with my... probably with my Landorus-T. Because he's gonna lead Levani, and I knew he would. And what this will allow me to do is just go ahead and U-turn out. I'm hoping he Magicoats right away. And that way I can, U-turn out and prevent the webs. That's pretty much what I needed. So now I can go out here into my Gran and pretty much just get Battle Bond right now. My play is definitely to Surf. He's going to Protect, so he gets to scout my move. I still don't think he has a good switch in, assuming it is Shift Gear Magirna. So let's see what he opts to do. Maybe Mew? But like, I knew Magicoat was coming, and that's why I wanted to try to bait him into going for Magicoat by potentially clicking Rocks. And now we have Battle Bond Gran against this team. And I can just go ahead and switch out here into... I gotta stay in and sack my Battle Bond Gran. Alright, now I gotta sack a Bond. It's definitely not Latios. It's definitely not Buzzwole. Buzzwole can actually do some stuff. Tapu Lele can win. Sack my Lando. And now I'll go back to Gran and just click Shuriken for this kill, and we get to keep our Gran. I knew I couldn't let him shift gear as I switched out because he would have just won the game. So we clicked Surf right there. And that's definitely going to put us in a very commanding position right now. So pretty much after this thing is going down, we just Surf through the rest of his team. He would have to go Zygarde. Zygarde can actually kind of do something, but we have a Choice Band Buzzwole, which can definitely take +1 Dragonium, I think. That's a big statement. Alright, don't let that get damaged. I think it might be Double Dance. Okay. I can go out here into my Tapu Lele. He's gonna go out into his Landorus-T. I don't mind sacking this mon. I'll go ahead and Moonblast. The thing is, this can actually outpace that mon. So I'm actually gonna switch out here into my Latios. Explodes, just hard explosion. Okay, good job. Gren comes out now and clicks Surf, which is very good for me. If he goes Zygarde, I just switch out into Buzzwole and get that to do some work. He should know Ice Punch is coming too, so he might switch out into Mew. I don't think that'll make a difference though, so he does go Mew right here. I can just go ahead and Dark Pulse. Actually, I have to Surf to prevent him from SDing up with Bisharp, I think. But at the same time, Buzzwole can take that on, so I'll Surf right here because it should 2-hit KO Mew no matter what. Yeah, easily. Interesting coverage. I usually go Fire Blast, but we can Surf again. And he won't be able to Extreme Speed or Sucker Punch me under Psychic Terrain, which is very big too. So we're able to Surf right there and knock it out. Goes Zygarde. Even though I could just Surf right here, I'm going Buzzwole. Because I know he's gonna try to Dragon Dance, and I want to get an Ice Punch kill. This should still do a good amount. Oh my god. Get a Freeze. He is 50% Berry. That wouldn't have mattered. He does well, let's actually run the calc right now on standard, just Double Dance Zygarde against Buzzwole. Because I'm kind of curious as to how little it'll do. Double Dance at +2, I think. Against my Buzzwole. OU Showdown usage. Just no defense. Oh my god. Yeah, that's +2, 216 against... Let's actually get rid of all the defense. And give us, neutral nature. 27-32. We would have been able to 1v1 that pretty easily. And that is going to be the game right there. So Buzzwole coming in clutch. And pretty much what we did was we got rid of all the Pokemon that threatened Buzzwole. And then these last two Pokemon couldn't actually break through it, which is definitely very nice. And I'll be right back with another game. Alright, we got another game right here. Unfortunately, we're facing Clef, Lando, Celesteela, and Mega Venusaur. So Buzzwole's gonna have some trouble. But if you can actually predict around it, we might be able to do some work with it. But I'm gonna go ahead and lead off here with my... I think it's Scarf Hydreigon instead of Zygarde, so I think he'll lead Scarf Hydra. And for that reason, I'll go ahead and lead off here with my Landorus. Leads off with his own. My Landorus does literally nothing here. Lando, Venusaur, and Celesteela all wallet, so I'm willing to trade rocks. And I'm willing to just stay in here and spam HP Ice until he switches out on me. Clicks HP Ice. And you know what, I'll take damage on him if he gives me it. He goes out into Hydreigon right here. Probably just a defog. I'll go ahead and Stealth Rocks up. I'll click Stealth Rocks again. As I said, this mon doesn't do anything. And now what this will allow me to do is bring in my... really anything I want. I can go Gran. I know he's probably locked into Dark Pulse, so I'll go Buzzwole. And I gotta make a prediction. Do I Leech Life on Venusaur, Poison Jab on this, or Superpower on one of the other two? It's like a 25% chance that I get this right. But if I do, I'm in a really commanding position. I think his initial play will be into his Landorus T. So I'm gonna Ice Punch. Goes Clefable. Okay, so I should have Poison Jabbed. But he's gonna get some recovery. That's fine. I'll switch out here into my Tapu Lele. Gets up his own hazards. A little bit annoying, but it's alright. I'll go ahead and Psychic right here. He might just Soft Boil to scout my move and my spread. Go Celesteela, that'll be able to take me on. Yeah, it takes not that much. I can go Rotom now, though. Hopefully we can win this, because we are currently 3-3, and I would love to go positive. Just goes right for Leech Seed. I'll just Will-O-Wisp. He might have Protect. Actually, he should have Protect, so I'll go ahead and switch out here into Buzzwole. Get this thing in here. Goes right for the Protect right there. And I'll go ahead and Superpower, as he's going to give me the damage. Goes right for Flamethrower. I just Superpower again anyway. It should be able to pick this thing off from that percentage. Yeah, he's forced out to Clef, so I'll go Tapu Lele now. On the recovery move. Click Psychic. Goes right for Moonblast. I click Psychic again. He has to go Hydreigon. Go Celesteela though. Okay, I Psychic this because it's in range of hazards. I can't let this thing... So we get rid of Celesteela. Why did you do all that before going Hydreigon? If you were just going to send this out anyway. I still want to keep my Buzzwole. It can definitely be useful against Mega Venusaur. And at this point, Rotom still counters that, so I won't make that play. Do I see Grand winning? I could see it flinching to a win. Roosts up. So it's not Scarf, unless it's Scarf Roost. I'm gonna get up all these hazards right now. Is it Calm Mind? Nope, just knocks me out. So now we have Rocks and 3 Spikes up, which is very good. And actually, how Hydreigon is at full? That's the only thing. So I'll go Buzzwole right now, and I'll click Poison Jab. Get a ton of damage off, as he's just gonna do that. I don't care. We still have poison potential on this. He has Defog, okay. I'm assuming an Earthquake comes out. Why would you risk that? Because, alright, I don't want him Dragon Dancing. Yeah. Now I get to click Moonblast. He should know I'm Scarf and switch out. Goes Venusaur. I should have Psychicked. Alright. Buzzwole can come out. Back to Zygarde. I just Ice Punch right here and knock that out. Cool. Let's see what his next play is. Hydreigon. I switch out here every time. Into probably... Latios can win after I get rid of this Hydreigon right here. And since we know that it's not Scarf, what do? I don't want to lose to Scarf Lando. But at the same time, I know he's clicking Dark Pulse right here, and it's going to get a kill. Do I just sack off my Rotom? Yeah, I'm going to sack off Rotom. And I'll just Will-O-Wisp on the off chance he wants to give me the burn on something. Because this allows me to bring in my Tapu Lele and try to go for a 50-50. I'll go ahead and Moonblast right here first. No, I'm Psychicking. 50-50. Okay, we get that right. So now now Hydreigon gets to come out and get another kill, but we're in a very commanding position with Moonblast right now. Alright, so I get to go out into this and click Moonblast. If he goes Clef, I just switch out into Lati. Yeah. So now I go Latios. We aren't Psychic Terrain boosted, but this will still be doing a sizable chunk. And we get the Spit After Drop right away. It was a 2-hit KO, so I'm not too worried about it. Actually, I'll Ice Beam right here, because I know he'll go Lando. Now he's forced to Hydreigon. Goes Clef, actually, which we just saw dies, so... Unless he gets a roll, okay. You get the Spit After Drop again, though. I mean, I didn't get the Spit After Drop last time. Goes Hydreigon. Get a crit Ice Beam. Latios is lucking this guy so hard. I don't think it would have made a difference. I think Lati plus Tapu Lele won. Because all I had to do was spam Psychic. He would have had to Soft Boil about 20 times. And if I went 20 Psychics without getting a Spit After Drop, that would have been terrible luck. But now I just spam Psychic until he's in range of Tapu Lele. We get the crit right there. Yeah, Latios completely lucked him. But honestly, in all honesty, I think the crit just sped up the process. Same with the Spit After Drops. Because we would have eventually gotten a Spit After Drop with Psychic. So I'll take that, and that is going to be alive right there. We finish up at 4-3, which is definitely positive. Not as great as I would have liked, but definitely had a ton of fun with the team. And yeah, the team is down below in the description in case you do want to try it out. And once again, if you are new, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you next time. Later.